Wait a minute here. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And today is Saturday, and Saturday morning. The time now is right at about 10:11, so we're on time. Actually, we're a little bit early. We really don't start till 10:15, but we're going to go ahead and jump start the day. It's a semi-lovely day outside. It's here in Florida, here in Tallahassee. It's not that bad. So I decided we would come out on the gazebo. We are here at my wife and I's beautiful home that we just purchased. As you all can see, we're in the gazebo area here, and this is where we're going to be building our new studio, which is right out back here behind the home. It's going to feature some very, very nice features. A bunch of monitors so I can book freight from all over the place. And you're going to have like an actual, a studio type. So it's going to be pretty nice. It's probably going to be about midsummer, maybe even October by the time I finish with it. But it is going to be nice and you all are going to enjoy it. But for right now, let's just hang out here outside and let's go ahead and get started. We got a lot to go over today up front, and then mostly today is going to be Q&A. So get your questions ready. We're going to be asking questions on here. I'm going to try to take some questions from Facebook and see what we can get solved there, but it's going to be mostly Q&A after we make our announcements and things of that nature. Y'all give me just 1 minute to get completely set up. We're going to start sharing our screen. All right, how is everybody doing today so far?
We're doing good.
All right, everybody have a good weekend so
Yeah.
far? All right, week was good?
So far, so good.
Okay.
I got my first couple of customers.
Okay, who is this?
Natasha.
Hey, Natasha, how you doing?
I'm excited. I feel I got my couple. They're not anything great. It's a couple of hot shots and
Yeah, I saw you.
hauler.
Yeah. I saw you in the chat group. You were thinking you were taking off. You was thinking you was biting off more than you can chew, huh?
Yeah, I was a little guy. I got a little scared. I had nobody, and then suddenly 4 people are like, "Yeah." Like, what?
Look, I told y'all that's how it would happen. Now, don't say I didn't warn you. I told y'all would be making phone calls, and I was saying, "Oh snap, I got somebody."
Yep.
Now what do I do?
I actually wasn't making any phone calls. I've been with my business page on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
I'm just kind of making comments and talking and feeling people out. I got a lot of negative comments too.
Hey, I told you that was gonna happen too, right?
That's true.
I mean, you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
I ignore them. I don't even answer.
Exactly. Just keep on trucking. No pun intended. But look.
Ignore block them.
Yeah. And Ron is exactly right. I blocked about 300 and some odd people. I got about 300 some odd blocks in county. But actually, I blocked more than that because every month I have a block party. I go through my Facebook pages and I pick out 100 people who are just, talking about crap, spreading rumors, just doing stuff, that has no significant value whatsoever, and I block them. I don't care if they're friends. I don't care if they're family. If they're not talking positively and talking about stuff that's going to help people advance, I don't want them in my timeline, and I don't want them in my news stream. So what I do is I go through every month, and I target 100 people, and I block them. And then I go back, and then I add 100 people who I notice who are posting positive things, people who are in the industries that I am actively working in. Why? Because those are potential clientele. And when I share stuff, that's who I really want to see and hear what we're talking about, and that's who I want the feedback from. So Facebook and social media can be a godsend or it can be a hell. But either way, you create it with the people you associate yourself with. So whoever you're friending on Facebook is either going to be a godsend or it's going to be a living hell. Okay, so but the good thing about it is you can always go back and change it. Just block, and be done with it. And just move on. But congratulations, though. That's great.
Thank you.
You know, all y'all got to do is just do the steps. You know, just if you just do the steps, everything seems to just fall in place. And if you was able to get 1, 2, 3 carries, guess what? You can get 10, 15, 20 carries. And the process just keep building. And before you know it, you're sitting on 317 carries with an umpteen number of sub-dispatchers out there just working for your firm. And next thing you know, you are a powerhouse. Literally speaking, you are a powerhouse within the industry before you even know it. And it's not something that you actively set out and say, okay, I'm gonna become a powerhouse. You just take one step after the other. Before you know it, you look back, man, you got a whole trail and a whole bunch of people who are following you. So that's how it works, okay? That's how it works, and that's all it is. I see we got a lot of people coming in today. Let's see who we got. We got Romeo. Hey, Romeo. I like your setup there, man. You know I was going to call on you, did you? You looked up like, whoa. I see you. We see you. All right. As always, we got Ron in the house. We got Kim in the house. Y'all just heard from Natasha. And we got several more people who are joining as we speak. Today, we are broadcasting live on several Facebook pages. So we are on my homepage. We are on the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. We are also on the National Dispatchers Network and the Freight Brokers, Trainers, and Instructors. We are also on All Truckers United. Hey, everybody over there, All Truckers United. I know we got a lot of friends over there. We got a lot of haters over there too, but guess what? We love all y'all. You know, just as long as you keep our tongues on you, as long as you keep our name on your tongue, it's all good. It's all good. Had to pose a toast to y'all. All right, there you go, Ron. Yeah, put them. Yeah, and tip me right there one time. Thank you, sir. All right, all right, all right. I know. Ron's got a question, but before we get to that, Ron, let's go over some things that I need to go over. All right. In the past month or so, we've been getting calls on one of our toll-free lines, the 844 toll-free line, and people have been asking us about loads that they're seeing on DAT and on Landstar load board and various load boards that supposedly we are posting. Okay, first of all, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and RBBS Transport LLC or the National Dispatcher Network does not post loads. Okay, we do not post loads. We definitely don't post loads with our toll-free number on it. Now, there were at one time when we were brokers, when we did post a whole bunch of loads. We no longer do that because we are not brokers. Okay, we don't even, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center itself does not book freight. We are a training platform. Okay, we are consultants. We provide you all with everything you need to book freight and make your own money. And you all keep 100% of everything you earn. So whoever is posting loads and putting our numbers on it, stop it. Okay, stop it. Because first of all, it is illegal to post loads if you are not a bonded and insured broker. I need everybody to understand that. We say that all the time. But apparently, someone is posting our number with the loads that they are posting. And when people call up and I quiz them about it, they hang up. I said, well, where did you see it at? You know, whose name is on it? Whatever the case may be. When was it posted? Then they just hang up. I'm like, wow, that's strange. So I called that. I called Landstar. I called all the places where they supposed to post it. And I told them that if you see our number on any post, remove them right now. Okay, they don't need to be on there because those are not our loads. We did not post them, and our number should not be associated with them. So any load that whoever's posting, if you're listening to me, any load you have posted anywhere will be removed from that. They will be removed from Landstar's load board. They will be removed from truckers, truck lanes. They will be removed from all the load boards. Okay. And if you continue to post them, we are going to file a grievance and a claim with the Federal Bond Service, DOT and the Federal Motor Safety Association, and that carries some hefty charges because not only are you in violation of posting loads without a brokerage, without a bond or insurance, but you're also committing identity theft. Okay, so let's remember that. Okay, could wind up in jail. Y'all don't want to do that. Put them cuffs on you, boy. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do?
Maybe it's your nemesis who's trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Because hey, AJ, y'all back from y'all wild, my dog. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But it's probably one of our competitors. But people try everything they can. But like I said, no weapon formed against me shall what? Prosper. It's only gonna make us stronger. That's all it does. So, but I appreciate all the love. I really do. Now, second thing that I need to go over real quickly. What was it? Oh, well, I'll go over that later. Ron, let's get into your question real quick. Ron had a question, and if I'm not mistaken, Ron, your question was on the dispatch agreement. Is that correct?
It's about when you hire somebody, like when you do a agent agreement or a dispatcher agreement, or.
Okay, so you're saying that once you hire a dispatcher,
right?
Okay, so you're trying to figure out what type of contract are you going to enact with them, right?
Yeah, and also what should I identify them at? I mean, they're a dispatcher, but.
Okay, all right. Well. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go over that. All right. Y'all have heard me talk about Rocket Lawyer, right?
Yes.
Right. Hold on here. Rocket Lawyer. 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 All right. I have two Rocket Lawyer accounts. One is free. One is a premium account. Okay. And the reason why I have a premium account, because the premium account, it gives me, which one is it now? Hold up here. I got to see which one of these is my premium account. Give me a second. I think is this one. Nope. I don't know how a password to it. Hold on. It might be the FC Financial. Okay. Well, maybe I got to put in my password. That ain't it. Haven't been in these accounts in so long. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta pull this up. Somehow or another, I gotta get in here. But anyway, I'll figure it out in a second. I'll figure out what my login is. I think I'm on the wrong browser. Because there's one browser where, let me go to my other browser. Let's go to this browser right here. What is this? Oh, no, that's not it. Let's go to this browser. What browser is that then? Are we in two browsers? All right, we're in this browser. Oh no, I'm on Facebook. That's what that is. My bad. That's why I was looking like that. I got confused, y'all. All right, let's see if that does it. See if I can sign in, see if it's gonna pull up automatically. Nope, it's not gonna pull up automatically. All right, I have to go back and look at my passwords. I don't want to pull them up right now because y'all gonna see all my passwords and stuff. But anyway, when you go to Rocket Lawyer, okay, they have a section there when you can go to Rocket Lawyer, and once you sign up, you can pull up their contracts, and you go in and you start typing in what you want to write a contract for, and it'll pull up their template of it. And all you got to go in there and do is just plug in the right names and the right amount of money or whatever you want to do. The form that you're going to be looking for, the contract you're going to be looking for, is an independent contractor's contract. Okay? Now you can change that to an independent dispatch agent contract. You can change the name of it, but the form you're looking for that you're going to revise is going to be the independent contractor's contract, okay? And you're looking for the one that pays strictly on commission, all right? So that's the form you're going to be looking for. And you can download that, and then you can change that to put in, or you can just do it right there on Rocket Lawyer's site. Now, if you don't want to use Rocket Lawyer, you can go to Google and Google it. Independent contract, sample, independent contractors agreement, okay? And you can find the sample you like, read through it, find the sample you like, then you download that, then you go and you transfer it to a Word file, and you do your editing to make it match, the names and the dates and stuff that you want to match on it. You go through and you change the amount, okay? That's how that is done, but that's what you're going to be looking for. Now, to address how much you're going to pay them, all right, let's go to the old trusted calculator here. Let's get to our calculator. One moment. To address how you're going to pay them, now, here's the strategy that I use when we hire dispatch. Now, me, myself, I don't hire sub-dispatchers. I use interns, okay? If your business is set up properly, you should be able to get with the colleges and universities within your state and be able to use their internship program. Most colleges now have what they call an online work, what is it called? I can't think exactly what it's called. But basically what they do is they log on, they have a whole bunch of companies and corporations listed there. They pick the corporation that they want to do work for that day. And then that corporation has a profile that tells them all the things that need to be done. And this is how it's done. I just created videos and showed them how to do certain things, and then have certain tasks that they go in, and then they perform those tasks, like monitor the chat group. Y'all sometimes see the intern, they'll go to my Facebook page because they get access to my Facebook page. So they access all of my chat groups and everything, this and that, so they can go in and access the chat group, and they monitor, right? When you all put something on there that shouldn't be on there, they politely come in and they'll text it, they'll inbox you and kindly ask you to remove it, and then they'll send you a copy reminder of the chat group rules. Y'all seen that before, right? Some of y'all have seen that. Some of y'all have already experienced that, okay? And they'll let you all know, in a kind way that this is not permitted. Other interns will go on and they will book freight. They literally go in, they pull up our CN account, they see all our carriers there, and then they look for the ones who are not on dedicated, on permanent runs, right? First of all, the ones who are not on the dedicated and permanent runs, the repeating runs, they basically look down there, they pull up their profile sheet, they either text them or they call them. Hi, sir, this is such and such from RBBS Transport LLC, your dispatch firm. Where are you located today? I'm in Dallas, Texas. Okay, so you want to load that's leaving for how many miles outside of Dallas? Find me something that's within 50, 60 miles. Gotcha. Bam. They're looking at the profile sheet. They already know where they like to run, how much money they need, right? Then they go right to our back office. So they all get access to our back office. They go direct to our back office. They pull up the load boards and they do what? They search for what they want. Then they do what they got to do. Y'all see how that works? Does everybody see how that works? Yay, nay.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Giving y'all some ideas. Now, for those of you who want to go the traditional way of hiring dispatchers, which is highly recommended because sometimes you get interns and sometimes they're not as customer service friendly as they should be. For the most part, they are. But when they're not, I can't really chastise them because they're university students. You know what I'm saying? There's a code of conduct that we have to maintain, between the students. That's why the students don't engage in conversations with y'all in the chat groups, other than to let you all know something was posted or something of that nature. You all can't be hitting them back saying, "Hey, give me a number," and all this. No. That ain't gonna happen, And sometimes they'll come in and say, "No, this is such and such." One of the student monitors. Actually, they're not even supposed to give you. They're not even supposed to give you all their names. Okay, they're supposed to just let you all know that they are a student monitor from such and such university, and that's it. Okay, they're not even supposed to share any personal information with you all whatsoever. But every now and then, I notice that a student will go to the chat group and say, "Good morning, everybody. This is such and such, and I'll be the monitor today," or something of that nature. Okay, which is okay with me, but the university will frown on. Now, back to what Ron was saying. I know I kind of got off track there, Ron, but I'm swinging it back around to you. All right, what you should pay your sub dispatchers. All right, here's a formula that I follow if I'm hiring sub dispatchers. If you are providing them with the carriers, okay, let's say you've been calling and you signed up, your first 6 carriers. When you hit number 6, you should be looking for a sub dispatcher to hire, and then you are going to give that sub dispatcher 5 of them. And then you're going to go back to doing what you do best. Looking for carriers, calling them up, making the pitch, getting them signed on, right? Now, when you give them that 5, you're going to give them the lesser of the percentage, and you're going to take the greater of the percentage, okay? So, and I recommend 60-40, okay? You take 60, they take 40. Now, if you were used to booking 4 loads per week, okay? Average load fee $1,500, some higher, some less, right? All right, and that times 4, that gives you a total of $6,000 in load fees. All right, that was ran that week, right? And if your cut is 10%, right? If your cut is 10%, that means you're going to give them what? 40%, and you're going to take what? 60%. So you're going to be paying them the 40% or 4% of the load fees. You're going to take 6% of the load fees. So that's a 60-40 split. Which you get in the higher amount, they get in the lower amount. Why? Because you furnish them with the owner operators. So if you take that minus 4%, their cut would be $240. Okay, a week for dispatching that particular carrier 4 loads per week. Right now, if you gave them 5 carriers, right? Now, if you got them $240 times 5 carriers, they're making $1,200 a week on their first 5 carriers. You see how that works? And you're making the higher amount on the 6%. Now, you've given them their first 5. Now, from that point, if they go out and start making phone calls to owner operators on your company's behalf, right? And they sign up a carrier to a dispatch agreement, and you're using Square, where you got them plugged into your employee sections on Square, you'll know this because when they add people, it's going to tell you who added them, who added those carriers, who added the invoices, right? Is everybody following me?
Yes.
All right. So when they add those carriers, you're going to know who added them because Square is going to keep track of all that, right? Then when they shoot out the invoices to the carriers, right, you know who you got to pay. Now, when they bring in their own carriers into your company, then you are flip-flopping that back the other way. Now, what I like to do is not only flip-flop, but I give them a pay increase. I go 30, 70. I take 30, they take 70. Why? Because they brought in that owner-operator into my network. Now, if that dispatcher quits, that owner-operator does not go with them. No, that stays with us because that is our company. Now, if they want, now you can throw in some other options like if you want to retain your own carriers for your own book of business, right? While you're with this company, right? Your split, if you want to retain your own carriers, your split is gonna be what? A little bit lower, right? Instead of them getting 70, you may want to pay them what, 60 or even 50-50. You see how that works? Because then if they leave, they take their owner operators with them, but they've got to compensate you for that by, you know, each transaction that you're doing, you're getting 50%, they're getting 50%. So 5 and 5, 5%, 5%, you know, the low fee. Did everybody understand that?
Yes.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Absolutely.
All right. Ron, did you got it? I want to make sure you got it because you asked a question. I can barely hear you, Ron.
Oh, hold on a minute. I said 3 to 4%. You know, if they're my carrier, yeah, I understand.
Okay, great. All right. Great. All right. Let me go over this.
Give me a minute. Got another.
Yeah. All right.
Another question.
Go ahead, Ron. What's your question?
Pertaining to the dispatch agreement, not the agreement, but the contract. What do you? I mean, do you address it as a dispatcher, or do you address it as a dispatcher, or just a business manager?
Whatever you want to call yourself. Remember, it's whatever you want to call yourself. Because remember, you can call it a dispatch agreement because that's what most owner operators recognize. Or if you want to get away from that stigma of a dispatcher, call yourself an owner op business manager. Or call yourself a load acquisition specialist, a load acquisition consultant, a load acquisitions expert, a load management specialist, owner op load management. There's a whole list of terms you can go through that you can think of to call yourself to separate you from the bulk of other just a run-of-the-mill dispatcher. Now,
okay.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because one of our members, I hope I got his, hold on here. Let me find him. Let me get rid of this rocket lawyer thing. One of our members has a beautifully constructed dispatch agreement. I was thoroughly impressed. First of all, let me go to his, it's in my email. There we go, right here. All right. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. If you're on here, Mr.
That's a Romeo. I think so.
That's Romeo?
Yeah, that's him.
That's you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey there. Okay, cool. Well, Romeo, we're gonna talk about you. We're gonna shower you with some praise. Okay. Romeo has a beautifully set up dispatch agreement. He has set it up through, now who is this through? This is through what? Adobe Sign.
Yeah, Adobe Sign.
This is through Adobe Sign. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is the agreement that he sent over to me to review. and it is beautifully crafted. Now he sends this out. This is exactly how it goes out to the owner operators. This is what they see. Okay, so as y'all can see, this is beautifully done. I mean, check this out. Right here at the top, you all see where he has his business name, right? He got his phone number, his email address, everything. Then he's got his carrier profile. I mean, he's got it. I mean, he's got it all in one neat package. His carrier profile and the dispatch agreement. So here's his carrier profile, right? He has it filled out. It has down here stars where they can just go in and do what? Or they can load up an automated, printed out name or signature, and then click sign next, click on it, bam, 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 and just put the information right in there. Y'all see how that works? They can click this right onto it, and they can just do it right there on the spot, right, without having to download it or redo it and then reload it back up and export it to a PDF. None of that. He's got it done to where when they go in, they see all the stuff. There it is right there, beautifully done. Weight, 45,000 miles, or et cetera, whatever the weight they want to be. And how much money do they need? The home area, whether it's a van, flatbed, et cetera, equipment size, minimum cost per mile. He's got all the right things there. Then it goes down here, and here's the dispatch agreement. Okay, and it is just perfect the way he's done it. Got all this information over here, dispatch service agreement, and then he has these highlighted points with the stars of where they need to put what? Their information. Very simple. So they know exactly what areas they need to fill out. And this is the exact same dispatch agreement that we provide, but he has loaded it up in a manner that allows his owner operators to review it, right away and get it done. Now, when you send stuff like this over, they can put their company name in there. He has who pays who and everything. The 10% is all right there. Okay. Then they come down here, and all they got to do is click here and put their company name, type the name in there, and then they can click to add their electronic signature, and they can date it. And once they do that, they hit that next, and then it goes to where it says finish, right? Get the finish, and then it comes back to Romeo, and they get a copy. He got a copy. Y'all see how that works?
That looks nice. That is real nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very good.
That deserves another coffee bump. Coffee bump. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And how's it going, Romeo?
It's going good.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Look, I used to book some freight this week, y'all. I really did. I got all excited. And let's go ahead and book some of these carriers that don't have dedicated freight. And I booked freight for about 7 carriers this week. So, and I hooked 4 of them up on some dedicated, permanent, dedicated runs. I was able to buy some short runs and connect them together, call those brokers back. Hey, Mr. Broker, this carrier can be there every morning to pick this load up at the same time. Really? Yeah. Well, shoot, Cal, great. I can take that one off the books. that's already in the black column. That's already in the money-making column. So that's all it takes. Then I called the other broker up. Hey, Mr. Broker, this guy can be here the same, within the same time frame. Sometime between 12 and 1:15. Really? Oh, thanks, man. You just took them. I wish I had more dispatchers like you. And I saw the third one up. Hey, this guy can be. That's all it is. It really doesn't matter if they're picking up morning, noon, or evening. The brokers and the shippers just want to know that they can count on a carrier to be there at a certain time to pick that load up and get it delivered before the receiving station closes. Y'all see how that works? So just because you see a load that says pickup is between 7 a.m. and you may be able to schedule that pickup for later if it falls within your connection and you got a carrier who can be there on time within a certain time frame. The shippers are more than happy to work with you on stuff like that, and the brokers are definitely more than happy to work with you on stuff like that. But you're never gonna know that until you pose the question to them. right?
Absolutely.
Because they want to automate their system just like you want to automate yours. They want to know that every Monday through Friday, all they gotta do is go ahead and check with the shipper. Was that picked up? Yep, cool. Was that picked up? Yep, cool. Was that picked up? Yep, cool. And they can just keep doing what they're doing. And then that frees up more of their time to do what? Go out and get more loads and post more loads and get more business, just like it frees you up to go out and get more business and to manage more loads and things of that nature. Because it's all about management. It's all about management. Okay, that's what it's all about. So let's keep that in mind. It's all about management. Okay. Woo, moving right along. All right. So want to let y'all. I wanted to give Romeo some praise on that because he has set that up beautifully. He has done some great things, and I gotta give a shout out to a lot of the new people because a lot of y'all have come right in and y'all have hit the ground running. I mean, I'm like Natasha jumped on, the young lady from last week. She jumped on, got 29 carriers signed up, and a couple.
Wow.
Yeah, she started in December. Romeo, Ron is trucking right along. So look, you guys have come on and you just hit the ground running, and I love to see that because it's all about you all getting your business established, getting things done, and getting.
I'm slow. I mean, I haven't booked the load yet, but I'm still trying.
Well,
I got a
Ron,
carrier I'm working with.
now, Ron, we've had a talk, right?
Thank you.
We have had a talk, but if you want to call me back up or schedule a private consultation, we can have a more in-depth talk because I really think you would benefit from either hiring someone who is great at conversations, who are great at pitching, or partnering with one of the dispatchers, with one of our members, partnering with them, and and doing something of that nature. Because there's a lot of things that you are great at. To learn how to delegate other stuff that you're not so great at.
Right. Well, I'm working. I'm slowly doing something. I mean, I did get a carrier. It's a team truck driving in,
That's
and
good.
we're trying to find. We're trying to get together here.
Yeah,
They
team
done
trucks
it
are good.
yet.
Now, here's the thing about team trucks. Don't always look for long loads with team trucks. I know most people think team, they think of long run loads, right?
Well, try to get them at least 1,000 miles if
No,
possible. Well, yeah.
No. Team trucks can benefit more from short run loads.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I did look for short loads too,
okay, well, hold on. Let's prove that, okay? Because I don't like to just say stuff and people just gotta take my word for it. Now I'm trying to check you. Let's check you on that. All right. So let's go to the what do they call it now in politics? Fact checking. Let's go and fact check that statement, Mr. Trump. Trump get a lot of fact checking nowadays, so we're gonna fact check ourselves. All right, let's go here to our back office site. Let's pull up a good old board. Go to our tools and resources. Now, if you are a member, you all are able to go to our back office site and access all of our tools and resources, our more than 100 load boards. Oh, by the way, I got a whole bunch of new load boards I need to show you all too that we're going to be adding directly to the Rolodex. But let's go over here and let's get to one of our trusted load boards. And let's show you how we can show you all how these short runs will actually benefit team drivers more than the long runs will. Okay? Remember,
show me how to do. Show me, Calvin.
Well, I'm going to show you, Ron. I'm going to show you. Look, because y'all remember how we talked about how if you pick up a load here, you go there, you go here, and it turns into sometimes, $1,500, $1,700 a day, right? right?
Right.
Now,
Right.
if you was running long haul, hold on, let's do a map search. If you was running long haul, right? If you was running long haul loads,
Right.
well, let's go do some live examples. Let's go to Texas. Let's do some live examples. If you were running long haul loads, we'll go search. Now, if you were running long haul loads, let's look for some long haul loads.
I don't want to pay nothing.
Length. Hold up here.
Trip miles.
Trip miles. That's what we go. Let's look on trip miles. All right. See these long haul loads? These are long haul loads, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, how many of them do you see highlighted?
None.
Because, and remember, our settings is only set for what? $2.75 a mile. So in order to find a long haul load, I got to go down, right? In my mileage search. Let's see if we can find some long haul loads that's going to highlight at $2 per mile. All right, let's see if we find something that's going to load at $2.
No, well,
right.
got 50.
Hold on. Trip miles. Gotta go trip miles. Let's load them up from the highest to the lowest. Y'all see what happened? Still, no highlights. Interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all say long haul loads is the way to go with what? Y'all see what I'm saying? But they say long haul loads is the way to go with what? Team drivers, right? Bull crap. See, this is the stuff. Finally, there's a load going long haul. It's paying $2.09 a mile.
Mm-hmm.
$2.09 a mile, and it's paying $3,500. It's going to from McAllen, Texas to Richmond, Virginia. Now, and it's a reefer. Now, on the surface, that would seem like that's a good load.
Yeah, it's a good load, but not for a reefer though. It's a reefer price.
Yeah, even if it was a dry bed, it still wouldn't be compatible to a short haul load for the
right.
For the team driving truck. Why? Because how much fuel are they going to spend making that run? How much time is it going to take them to make that run?
Right.
You understand? So the time plus the fuel cuts into what? Your profit.
Right.
Time plus fuel eats away at profit. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I know y'all never been taught this type of stuff before, because all of these other freight broker trainers telling y'all, take these long haul runs for your team drivers. You got to get the longer the run, the better the run. That's old school. They've been teaching that stuff since 1967. Okay?
That's going to be 3 days run.
Exactly. You're going to spend a whole week to make $3,500, and then you're going to spend about what? How much you going to spend?
$800 in gas, $800 in fuel, probably.
Yeah. I mean, come on, really?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no money. Versus what? Versus what?
Short runs.
Take some short runs.
Like under 1,000, like a 900, 800, 900 miles or
yeah, you're gonna take some short runs. Now let's bump this back up. Let's bump this back up to $3 per mile. $3 per mile. All right, let's see how many loads we find at $3 per mile.
Not many.
Hold on. But we're gonna but these are gonna be short runs. See, look, immediately you get stuff that's lit up. Right? On some short runs. Hold on. Let me do my money first. All the money loads. The pay rates. There we go. Let's see what we get here at $3 per mile, even if it's not at $3 per mile. All right. Short run right here is 373 miles. Okay. That's paying $1,150. All right. That's an okay one, but it's going from Dallas to Uvalde, Texas. Now, if you are a team driver, come on now, if you are a team driver and you're running that run, how much fuel are you going to spend on that? Anybody want to take a guess? Not very much, right?
$200.
Yeah, if that.
You're probably talking about $75.
Exactly. I'm thinking about $75. You
Yeah,
just spend that much. You spend about $75 on that run on fuel. I'm right there, right? And you're gonna make yourself what? $1,150. That means you're gonna walk away with still over $1,000, right?
Right.
And you got time to run how many more runs? Because you're a team truck now. Remember, you're a team truck.
Right.
A team truck. A team truck. Because you got these split driving shifts, right? One.
Right.
Man, you can make 5, 6 runs in a day on a driving shift. Because you're a team. One drives, one sleep. One drives, one sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if anybody can make the most money on short runs, it's team drivers.
Right.
Because you're no longer restricted to the maybe 3 runs per day. Team drivers can run about 6 runs, a minimum of 5 per day.
Right.
On the driving shift. See, y'all not putting this stuff together. You know,
I'm trying.
Y'all are still thinking old school ways. Okay, this is a new day. Technology. You know, I mean, come on, man. Use all this new stuff that they got now to help you all to manage these owner-operators a whole lot more efficiently and a whole lot more effectively. And let's do this in real numbers. So we got that one right there. That's 373 miles. It's gonna take them how long to run that? About 6 hours?
6 hours.
All right. So then
7 hours.
Exactly. So that one driver still got how much time left to drive, right?
About 4 hours.
About 4 hours, right? So let's go to UVALDE, Texas.
Did a reverse search.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ryan. Let me do this. Don't confuse me.
I'm trying to help.
I got you. Where's the reverse search at?
You click on the click on that logo. It'll expand the box.
All right. This
hit reverse search.
That does have a reverse, but a reverse search is only giving you back to where you came from, right?
But then it gives you then another option of other destinations from that location.
Here. See, Ron just taught us something, y'all. All right. Ron just taught us. Okay. Reverse search. Let's expand it. We don't want to go back to Dallas because ain't they showing back to Dallas. Let's take that out. And let's just use.
Now you go over there to the 25 at the top.
Yeah, I'm going to change that too. I just want to see if there was something close. There's nothing close. So then let's change that to 100. All right. So now you go to the pay rates. All right. There ain't much leaving out of there that's showing with the pay rates. Going back to where we're going. But now
there's one there.
That was a reefer, right?
That was a flatbed.
Okay, that was a flatbed. No, the one that's going there was what? Was that a flatbed?
A flatbed. Yeah, it was a flatbed.
So we're looking for another flatbed. I don't see a flatbed going from U-Haul to there. So that might not have been a good load to pick. Let's search for another load. Now, I admit it does take a little bit more of an effort, but let's look at this. Oh, yeah, and these are just 25 miles, too. Hold on, let me change that to 50. That'll give me a better search criteria. All right, so let's find another load. And let me drop this down to 250. 2.5. Drop this down to 250. What you're trying to do here is you're looking for some connecting runs that you can put carrier on. That's that same one.
Yep.
I want to see that one. Oh, still at doggone, what you call it? Search that. All right, 50 miles. Why did I just keep hold up? I just pull up the same thing all over again. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Here's one that's paying $265. And how many miles is it going? What we got here?
393.
393. Hold on. And where's it going to? It is going to
somewhere in Texas. Brownsville. Can't read it.
let me change my highlight.
Brownsville.
Let me change my highlight color. Let me change my highlight color to gray. That'll probably help.
A little bit. Huntsville, Texas.
Going to Huntsville, Texas. All right, cool. So let's do so that one's paying what? $1,040. And it's 300 and some odd miles, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. This one is going 222 miles,
2 miles.
$800.
That's
360.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that might be a better one. There's one that's 310 per mile going to Austin. Now, let's go to Austin. Why? Because you probably think there's probably a lot more loads that are going to be leaving out of Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you all want to look at. So you're going to look at that one, and then you're going to do a reverse search on that one, right?
Yeah.
So right now, that's what? $800 made, and they're only going 258 miles. So it's only knocking about 4.5 hours off their, that driver still got that one driver still got a lot of time left, right? So you do a reverse search.
Yep.
Take that out. Hold on.
You can go down and view the 34 loads, all destination. Right.
Yeah. No destination. Pay rates. No pay rates are showing leaving there. No pay rates are showing leaving out of Austin. All right.
Well, do a 100 mile radius.
Yeah.
See what you got.
Let's do 100-mile radius. See what we got going on.
There we go.
All right, there we go.
A little bit better.
All right. Still flatbed, right, y'all?
Yeah.
Still flatbed. All right. So that's $6.06. Look at that. Leaving out of it's 73 miles. It's a 103-mile run, right? No, that's dead, which is 100. Was 103 miles. Take him about 2 hours to get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. And then he's only got a 73-mile run.
It's another hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and a half the most.
All right. So far, he made what? 850 on the other one, right?
800 on the other one.
And 450 on this one, right? So far, that team has made what?
1250.
1250. Minus what? Maybe what? $60, $70 in fuel so far?
$100.
$100 tops, okay, in fuel. All right. Now, let's do a reverse search on that one. Right?
Yep.
So they still got time. That driver's got about how much time left now?
Oh, boy. Let's see, we had 4 or 5. About 3 hours.
About 3 hours left.
So let's
see what he can run.
About 3 hours.
All right. Here we go right. Let me do this real quick. Pay rate. A whole bunch of lows here. 292, going 72 miles. No, the deadhead is 72 miles. The trip miles is 240.
40 miles.
We're looking for something that he can run.
Oh,
There it is right there.
That team that can run.
This one he can run within his what? His 2 hours, right? His 3 hours, right? 73 miles.
Yep.
It's on a 72-mile run to go pick it up and a 73 miles to run. So he can make that.
But
right?
that's the one he just did. That's where we just came from.
Okay, so hold on.
Are they serious with these $200?
Is that the one he just paid? Whoa. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can find this guy something. Got a whole bunch of them in here. Hold on, here's another one. This one is trying to find the lowest mileage one. Here's one that's one.
But you got the team, so they can switch over. So
yeah, I was just trying to find the lowest one. Now here's one that's 173 miles and it's paying $525. Right. So now that's how many runs?
3 runs.
That's 3 runs. What are we looking at on money right now?
You're looking at 1775.
1735 so far made for that day. and maybe that one driving shift. We still got another whole driver to do his driving shift.
Right.
I mean, y'all are starting to see what I'm talking about. So far. Now remember, these are pretty short runs, so there's a good chance you can call those brokers up and say, hey, my team can be there every day at this time.
Yeah, right.
And you can keep your team in Texas.
Hey,
hold on. Let me finish now, because I got a lot to say. I'm trying to get off my chest.
Okay.
All right. You keep your team in Texas. So far, from just one driving shift, you've made $1,750.
17. That's close enough.
Yeah. 1750. So, would it be safe to say that the second driver could duplicate that?
Right. $3,500 a day.
Versus $3,500 a week.
Yep.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
And really, it shouldn't be that hard. Really, should be that driving should just be as easy as
any team driving can make more. Any team driving team can make way more money on short runs than they can on long haul. Look, I don't know what they've been teaching out there or what the norm is, but I'm telling you all, it is wrong. Numbers do not lie. You can't make them lie. Okay? Whatever they're teaching y'all out there on the distance and running loads and all this other stuff, y'all need to rethink that stuff. Okay? You can say what you want to. They can say, man, that Calvin done lost his doggone mind. He don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why they listen to that fool. All right, well, because, the calculator says the same thing I say. They call the calculator a liar? Huh? All right. Now, if you can duplicate now, if you can turn those loads, what we're looking at right now, into dedicated runs, right? Flip them to dedicated runs.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, team drivers out there now our phone should be ringing off the hook. This week, hey man, put me on one of your dispatch and teach me, and they can put me on some of them short runs. Look, this is how you all should be. What y'all saw me just do, you all should be going over that with your team drivers right now. Even with your single drivers, you should be going over showing them how short runs can benefit them a lot more, give them a much better quality of life on the road, because they're not just running all over the country, right?
Right.
And they're only going to spend probably about $1,700 for the entire. Well, not even that much. Probably about $800, $900, $1,000 on fuel.
Right.
They're probably gonna spend about maybe $2,000 for the entire week since they're a team truck. They're probably gonna spend about $1,200, $1,500 on fuel the whole week.
Yep.
Tops. They're gonna bring home over $16,000. You know, minus $1,500 on fuel divided by 2. The touchdown dance, crowd goes, wow.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I got a couple of hot shots. And so I've been looking on the hot shot carrier board, and I've been looking on direct freight for less LTL loads. That's where I've been finding. Do you have any other load boards or any other things that I can look at?
You looking at the hot shot board that we have in the back office? Hello? Hello? Where'd she go? Hello?
We need those hot shot load board.
Okay, whoa. Where did she go?
I'm here. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
there you go.
My screen froze for a second.
Okay. Have you looked at the hot shot loads in the back office?
Yeah, it's the hot shot carrier board.
Okay, cool. Look, what's my stance on hot shots and spinner vans and box trucks, everybody?
Yeah, they're not great.
No, they're not great. I don't mess with them. Okay, and this is the reason why. Because you spend a lot of time looking for stuff for them that you're never gonna find. Because they're so limited on what they can do.
Yeah.
Your best thing, if you got a hot shot flatbed, the best thing you can do with your hot shot flatbedder is to coach them into going back and getting their car hauler certification or doing something where they can haul cars, okay? And then have them to get themselves a 5-car trailer, or if you got a big enough, hot shot truck, dually, whatever case may be, a 3500, they can pull a 7-car trailer, right?
Yes.
Then you can work on getting them hooked up with a dealership, have them go and sign up with Central Dispatch, and then just do what? Go and cherry pick on U-Ship and load them up, or get them on deal with a dealership where they can pick up 15 cars, bring it from the auction. They're getting paid $150, $175 a car, right? You worked out with the dealership where you're getting paid $225, $250 a car, right? And then that's the best thing you can do with hot shots.
Okay.
But you really got to educate them on how they should be running. Because a lot of them think they know what they're doing. That's why they're sitting there not making no money.
They're not, yeah.
Exactly. You got to really sit down with them and educate. You got to show them, say, look, you need to switch your game plan up. You need to go from running this to running cars. And here's the reason why. Okay, you need to break it down to them, show them the numbers, just like I showed y'all these numbers, and switch them from that craziness over to some reality.
Yeah, because I have a car hauler as well, and it's much easier.
Exactly. Look, there is so much money to be made in car hauling. Y'all, I'm going to take this inside. Why? Because my battery is running low. Out here, we use them all the time, but I don't want to kill this, so let me go inside and plug up, and we'll take this inside. All right. Don't y'all leave me now. we just gonna run inside here for a minute. Oh, y'all can see here in my backyard. Whew. My dogs and my wife just came back from a walk. I think they walked over there around the lake. Whew. Hey, AJ. Hey, buddy. I gotta go upstairs, AJ.
Natasha. Natasha.
Go back upstairs.
I did share a load board another load board that does hot shots.
Ouch.
I don't know if you guys have it able to get access to it, but it's called nextload.com.
Can you share that, please? I need it.
It's in the chat.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
I just shared another load board that has hot shot load.
All right, cool. What
in
is
the
it?
chat.
Cool.
Thank you. I got it.
Got me plugged in. Let me get myself situated here. All right. Take my hat off now. And the jacket. Kind of cool out there.
Ron, which chat group are you in? I don't think we're in the same chat group.
No. The chat on Zoom.
Oh, on Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This load board is still on the back end, though.
Everybody still with me? Here we go. All right. Where's that? Let me find that. Ron's talking about.
Okay, next load. Nextload.com. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's at our back office site too, next load.
Yes.
Okay, so.
I haven't messed with that one.
Yeah, and we're going to be adding a lot more. We're going to be adding a lot more load boards too, which I got to show you all that as well. So give me a second. Okay, so as you all can see, running short run loads is the only way to go, really, if you're looking to make mass money. If you're looking to max out your earning potential, and look, I've been doing this, successfully for a little bit of time. Okay, I mean, I realize I don't have 20 years and 30 years in this, in the business. And the little short time that I do have in the business, I made the most of it. Okay, like I told y'all before, I have what's called an autographic memory. Okay, it's not a photographic memory; it's an autographic memory. When I see stuff, or when I hear stuff, combined with when I see it, it just gets downloaded. And when I was running loads, and I'm hearing people talking about these long runs, but mathematically it wasn't making sense to me because I tried it. I tried doing long runs. The most I was able to make in 1 week on long runs was about $37.50 for the week. Right? Now that was after the taking stuff out, this and that, and all that type of stuff. But $37.50. Then I realized, when the little short bottle run on the Coca-Cola run from Tallahassee to Live Oak, 39 miles, $350. From Live Oak to Alachua, 79 miles, $680. From Alachua back to Tallahassee, 104 miles, $860. That's $1,700+ per day, 5 days a week. And I said, boy, did I ever get lucky? But then I started doing some research, and that seems to be the case with short runs across the board. In every state, short runs are going to pay you a lot more money. You just have to know how to effectively manage them and get them set up in a string so that you can then apply it to your owner operator, right? And then you negotiate with the brokers to allow them times to come and pick those up. You don't have to negotiate the rate. That's already done. So negotiating the time frame is easy. It's just a matter of the broker calling on the ship and say, hey, we can put a guy on this run every single day, and you all don't have to worry about filling that spot. But he can't be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. He can be there between 9:15 and 10:30. Would that work for you? Shoot, if he's gonna be here every day to pick it up, yeah. Right? Because you got to pick up another load. Say, hey, this guy can be there at 6:30 every morning. between the hours of 6 and 7:30. Pick this load up. Would that work for you? Yeah. Then you call the other place. This guy can be there between 9:30 and 10:30. Would that work? Yeah. Then you call the other place. This guy can be there from between 2:15 and 3:30. Would that work? Yes. Bam! All of a sudden, you got a dedicated route. You got a dedicated lane running 5 days a week. Your carrier set, you set. All you got to do is just check them on the lane every now and then. And you can continue to do what? Go out, set up more carriers, evaluate your whole load management and your carrier and your carrier group, and see who you can place in these lanes. Then before you know it, you got yourself a whole bunch of trucks that's out there just running and just funneling money right back into you. Everybody's happy. Okay, but I think we've effectively shown you all how, how short runs. Here it is, $16,000 a week for a team on what we just shown you all. We didn't make this stuff up in theory. We just went through and showing y'all, and we was doing kind of a difficult put together, so we was having to find them and this and that. But it's worth the time it takes to do that. Does everybody agree? It's worth that time. Okay, all right. Ron, thank you for that load boards for the hot shots. But as I said, it's great to have, if now that's something that one of you all could work on too, because remember we talked about being a logistics entrepreneur and not just an on-out business manager or just a dispatcher. If you see something within the industry that can be improved upon, or if you see a niche within the industry that's lacking, and you have the skill, or you can put together a team of people. Listen to what I'm telling you. Even if you don't know how to do it, you can put together a team of people that are able to help solve a problem or fill that need within the industry. You can literally make yourself a millionaire. Yeah, Mr. Khalid Hodge, he saw a need for this finding loads faster and not having to calculate the cents per mile, and he created the straight dispatch, right? I recognized that he had that type of ability, right? So I got with him and said, hey, let's create our own load board. You see what happens? And now I'm working on building a team to end cheap paying freight within the industry across the board, effectively, balance out, the freight within this industry. So on those loads that's paying less than $1, $1.25, $1.50, we're working on a way to balance those out to bring them back up to $2.25 for the entire industry. But I need a team to do that, because I know I can't do all that by myself, right? So this is what I want you all to take with you all, if y'all don't learn, if y'all don't take anything else today, okay? Sometimes you have to surround yourself with people who know more than you. That's what makes a great leader. Great leaders don't know everything, but they do have a team, that pretty much keeps them in check, keeps them informed, makes them look good, makes them look smart, and all that type of stuff. That's why the president has joint chiefs of staff, and all of his advisors and all that type of stuff. Now, in some cases, he may not listen to them, but they are there. But they are there. Okay, he has to be smart enough to listen to them, but they are there. So, but that's all I have to say about that. My Forrest Gump voice. All right. Oh yeah. Did anybody else have any questions on how short runs are much more beneficial to team drivers than long runs? Any more questions on that?
From me.
Everybody sees and understands how that works.
Absolutely.
All right, great. There's a website that Ron was talking about for the I'm just going to click on it here real quick. There it is right there. Nextloads.com. This is also within our back office site, y'all, by the way. So, and we got the login right there. So just go to your back office site and you can log in. So it's there for everybody, okay? It's there for everybody. I don't know if my login is automatically will fill in here or not. No, I gotta go to the back office to log in.
But yeah, they don't usually have no short rounds here. I've checked it before. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're like everybody else. They're under the traditional, you know, I don't know. I don't know why people are so stuck on long runs. Long runs, to me, they just, I mean, there's a place for them, but the way the market is right now, long runs don't pay enough to really run. And y'all agree? Comparably speaking to short runs, they just don't pay enough to justify choosing one long run that's going to take you sometimes maybe 3 days to run, than choosing 2 or 3 short runs that you can run in 1 day. I mean, the money doesn't equal up. The cost analysis don't factor in. You know, I'm the same. It costs way too much money to run a long run if it's not paying a great sum of overall freight fee. You know, and to me, if you're running for every 1,000 miles, on long runs, you should be getting about $2,500. If it's not paying a minimum of $2,500 per every 1,000 miles, then it's not worth it. Really. You can find short runs and connect them bad boys and make that in a day, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I have the best load board for hot shot. I'm gonna post it right here. Let me see if I can
Share it. As a matter of fact, share it and then shoot it to me on the Facebook chat group, and I'll see if I can add it onto the back office.
I'm sharing it right now. That's the best, but you got to have like 5 trucks to be able to sign up for that or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best for the industry for now.
What is this?
Selectors.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have a minimum of 5 trucks.
Yeah, I think so, but you can do more research on that.
Okay. All right, Transportation Management System, TMS, Omnitrax. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know, every little bit helps.
If you can get Carvin, if you can get this for us, man, we'll be all set. Trust me.
I'll see what I can do.
yeah, we'll be all set.
But like I said, you got to have 5 trucks. Okay, can't just jump on here and that might be the difficulty in getting them to allow us to put that stuff on our page, because if we don't have a thing where all our members have at least 5 trucks, it makes it but we'll see how it works out. I've got to just contact them and see what we can work out with them. But thanks so much.
No problem.
Right now, my advice to you is to have a sit down conversation with your hot shots and because look, they're in the business to make money. So at some point in time, they probably had to realize that they've got to restructure their business model. And right now, them trying to just grab loads off load boards and things like that, that's fine, but they're never going to make enough money. So you need to get them to restructure what they're doing and switch them over to auto haulers and have them to get their 5 to 7 car trailers, and then you can put them in a much better business scenario for them to make a lot more money. Okay. All right. And it shouldn't be that big of a transition, because all they got to do is learn how to secure the cars, right? And how to effectively transport them, how to work with the auto hauler trailer, the cars that stack and things like that. So they may have to go back and take some re-education classes back to the truck driving school and take an auto hauler's course, okay? Because I know at National, the truck driving school I went to, they had an auto haulers. They had a section just for auto haulers. A lot of them coming back in, getting recertified, retrained, or just training to be auto haulers for the first time. So those are available. Right? We've had about 4 or 5 other people to join us on here live. And thank y'all for joining us. We are actually winding down to about the second half of what we're doing here today. In the spirit of talking about load boards, there were some load boards that I wanted to show you all. Let's see if I can find them.
Maybe I can talk. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
What you got to say? Ron.
No, it was kicking me. I got kicked off. Had to get back on. My mic wasn't working.
Well, you're back. You're definitely back. Let's see here. All right. See these load boards right here? Now I know we got some of these within our 100 load boards, but I'm going to be adding these directly to the and some of these are the ones that we already have. Like, we already have truckers pad and some stuff, but this stuff like Trudeau's, we're gonna be adding them to the back office site. Like these broker shippers, these free load boards from brokers / shippers. That's a great source, because you want load boards to come directly from shippers. So we're gonna be adding a lot of this stuff directly to our back office site, where you all can go in and basically look at these loads and grab some of these loads and things of that nature. From what I understand, most of them are priced, but you do run into some where they don't have prices on them. Like that one's it's gonna require a login, so I'm gonna have to get the login for it, which I'll probably just require me calling them up, say hey, and tell them about our network, and then they'll give me a login. Because usually when I call up these load boards and I tell them, hey, with the National Dispatch Network, go check us out. We're the 4,000 members, worldwide. Trying to find carriers of high-dollar freight. A lot of them say, oh, really? They check us out and say, yeah, we love to have you, to move some of our freight or to promote our freight, So they usually just fall right in place, and very seldom do I get one that says, no, we don't want 4,000 plus people looking at our loads. We have that. So,
when you have a minute, I got another question.
Knock
You got time?
Knock yourself out.
How are members able to integrate these load boards into like the access or that one software where you can put all your load boards in one area to search?
What do you mean?
That one, the dispatching software, TMS, where you can manage all your trucks and stuff, but also there's a way you can look for different load boards in one spot all at the same time.
Like the CMTMS?
However, it starts with it's AECAS Ascendant.
Yeah,
and then
the CMTMS.
Right.
There isn't a CMTMS. I used to get a lot of great freight from Warner, y'all. I'm not lying to you. I got a lot of great freight from Warner. Hold on.
Warner.
Hold on. Let's try to do something here. One thing about Warner is you're gonna have to call them to get your rates most of the time. But when I tell you they have a lot of great freight, I mean they do. So and
Abby, come here, girl.
And they are so open to working with you. I mean, they are. I mean, literally, they will. They'll work with you as far as on low fees and stuff like that. So if you have not called up Warner and try to work something out with them, because I'm saying they have a lot of great freight, That's how I got turned onto the short runs down here in Florida. It was a Warner guy that called me up one morning and said, "Hey, you in Tallahassee, right?" I was, "Yeah." He said, "I know you're on your downtime, but you mind running the load for me?" I said, "What is it?" He said, "He's picking up right there in Tallahassee. Let's go pull the Butler run." I said, "Okay." That's what turned me on to that. So, Warner, they have a lot of great freight. But anyway, back to what Ron was saying. Ron was talking about being able to access all the loads from one system. Okay. Yeah, you can effectively. Now you're just trying to find a TMS system that has that incorporated, so that you can have your trucks and everything and your load boards, everything on one load in one section, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Yes.
That I don't know. But the ASEAN, let me get out of this. The ASEAN has about the closest thing to it. Now, Mr. Hodge and I, we are working on our own load board, right? And one of the things that we have talked about, including within our load board, is a universal truck search, an owner-operator search, and have a place within our load board where each person can go in and set up their own kind of like our version of a TMS system. They can load their trucks up, right? And if you had it forward, right, you already got access to the loads, and you can get access to your trucks all in one place, right? So that would effectively solve that problem of what you're talking about right there. But that's still a little bit ways off. Okay, so we're working on that. But on your CNTMS, let's see. I think I got it loaded up on this computer too. Yep, I do. Launch a CNTMS. All right. You got something down here at the bottom. Your load counts, new carriers, view load boards. You see right there? You got something down here where you can view load boards. Or is that view loads? Oh, there we go. It was showing you our load runs there for a second. I ain't want to show you all that. Hold on, universal search, enterprise tempo. No, these are, hold on, that's not, why did it jump to that? That's not what I was trying to show you all. Hold on here. Let's go back to view load boards. Rates.
Right, it's the bottom, search load boards. At the bottom of your loads, it says search load boards.
Yeah, But that's why I clicked the first time. Oh, there you go. Oh, for some reason, it didn't pop up the first time. All right, there we go. All right. Let me move this. All right. These are the load boards that you can. Now, here's what's confusing about a CNTMS. When we first signed up with a CNTMS, they told us that we had access to all these load boards. But it turns out you don't. You get access to one or two of them, but then you got to go and sign up for the rest of them, and then you can sync them with your CNTMS. Does everybody understand that? So if you sign up for the premium account, the salesman will tell you, no, I'm not saying that's, they are kind of wrong for doing that, but the salesman will tell you that these are included. See where it says include load boards, all right? Now you can go up here and you can include more load boards, I guess. Okay, load board criteria, it's an include load boards. And supposedly you're connected to Cargo Chief C4. Okay, please go here to add your credentials. All right, so supposedly you're able to just go in here and add your credentials, and then you get access. Right? That's what I understood. But no, you got to pay them on top of paying the CNTMS. Because the CNTMS premium is only like $49.95 per month. Okay, and they do give you access to Truckers Pass. They used to give you access to 123 and some others, and things of that nature. But you can go in here, you can put in. You can go in here. What you can do is you can do your load search criteria. You put in a city. Let's say Dallas. And what it would do from here, it would search all of these load boards to anywhere 100 mile deadhead. Let's just see. Van. Flatbed and reefer. We do power only too. We don't do a whole bunch of power only searches. All right. You can put in here your weight, available pickup times. I mean, you can do all this stuff in here. Okay. And then you click search load boards, and it doesn't give you a whole bunch of searches. So I'm like, really, what is the whole point of it? Y'all see y'all see what I'm talking about? To me, I'm not sure if this is, legitimate or not. But hold on, hold on. I might have to do this. You see, I can't include this. I can't include that. And I can't include that. You got to go and sign up with these to include them in the load board search. Y'all see what I'm saying? It won't let you do it. Here, you actually got to go and sign up with these, because it's not going to let you include them. Because you're supposed to be able to go up here and just click on these, and then you go down here and you search, and it will search those load boards. But it doesn't work that way. And I've been meaning to call Armacian and find out what's the reason. I think we did call them early on about 2 or 3 years ago, and we asked them what was the reason why, and they gave us some, technical excuse or whatever the case may be. And I said, well, that's not the way it's worded. You all have it worded as if this stuff is already included. Would y'all agree?
It just tells you if you're already connected with them, you just add your credentials to them.
Yeah, but
and there's supposed to be other load boards too. Someone to add different ones besides those.
Yeah, but
So
don't know
what's the maximum load board you can search with them?
Say that again now.
What's the mass? What's the mass?
What's the max number of load boards you can put in here?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess how many you pay for.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because they're not included. You gotta go in, you gotta pay for these load boards.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if you already got load boards that you're already signed up with, I guess you can come back and add them in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I just, you know, I mean, for me, I just go to my back office site and pull up loads. I just keep it simple, stupid. You
And
know?
this is
Right.
kind of faster, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that you all could work on in creating something that could rival this
Yeah.
within the market. So you all might want to, put your heads together and see if you can come up with a better product. Because that's what it's all about, really, being a logistics entrepreneur. You, you find a place in the industry that is obviously lacking. And then you try to come up with a way to solve that problem. And if you can do that, you can write
This is like an algorithm, you know.
exactly. So if you can solve the problems within the industry, I mean, you can write your own ticket. I mean, that's what Dispels and I are working on now. We're looking at several in the industry that can be, I wouldn't say easily, but stuff that we have the ability, we think we have the ability or the ability to pull together a group of people and be able to solve that problem and create a product that would change the industry. Like I'm telling y'all, us working on balancing out low paying freight.
Hey, Kevin, can you click on the search load boards? Let's
Yeah,
see what is in there. Search load board.
yeah, we just did that. This is what you get. Search load boards.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, you don't get anything because you got to be able to click on this stuff up here. You got to
No,
be able
you said no. You're searching on load. Search load board. That's why it says search load boards.
where? Come on, right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right there.
How we got there?
Oh,
We
okay.
already did that.
That's how we got here. That's how we get here.
Oh, okay.
You got to have these paid for. These low,
Oh, okay.
and then you go up here and you click on these, and then
Oh, okay, okay. I got it. I got
you
it.
change each one of them, and then you come down here and you're supposed to be able to click, search criteria, put in your stuff, and then you come down here and you click search the load boards, which means
And I,
the ones are clicked up here. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So that's what I mean. See how this one is supposed to be included, right? We clicked it, right? But it still doesn't find anything. Let me take out Dallas. I'm just gonna put in USA. It may not have loads in Dallas, which I highly doubt. USA. Let me see if it'll do the whole United States. No, it's gonna want you to put in something. Let me see if it'll do it now. Nope, review
No,
the.
no. Kevin, see what's gonna happen. You have to have a load board in there for you to search. You don't have no load board now.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
it. I think this one, Cargo Chief.
No, you didn't sign up. You got to put in your.
No, it says
Yeah.
it says you're connected to Cargo Chief. It says that this says that we're already connected to it.
So that's the only free load board that they have in there.
Because if we were not, we would not be able to do that. You see how we click that? Because up here, we can't do that. Here, we can't do that. There, we can't do that.
Oh, okay.
But it is saying that this is already included with this CNTMS. So that's why we're able to click on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then we should be able to come down here and put in, a state or something of where we're looking for loads from. Let's just try Texas, but it's not gonna let me do just Texas. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna want to do something. No, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna put down here, all the, the equipment. I'm gonna come down here and I'm just gonna hit review the following load ordinance. It says search load boards. And as you can see, no loads found. See nothing. So ASEAN has some work to do, to make this more user friendly. So right now it's this. No. I like ASEAN. I do. There's some great ideas. They're just not executing on all of them the way they have them in the system. Mm-hmm. Agreed? Okay. Now I don't know about
Calvin.
Other TMS systems, but I know this out of all the ones that I looked at, this was the best one for our needs at the time. Okay.
Yeah, Calvin. You're not going to be able to get any of those load boards to work until you have it. You gotta be signed up with them.
No,
and I went to the other one.
Yeah. That's what we just covered. Okay, these right we signed up with them because they won't let us click on them. But this one right here will, because this one is supposed to be included.
It's included, but you gotta have. You still have to have. You gotta have a way that the information to. It's not included, and I mean it says it is, but it's not.
No,
it's not free.
This is supposed to be already included.
Okay. Yeah, but it looks like you got to sign up for another load, but then you have to include this one after you put in your credentials and the one that you signed up for.
And if that was the case, you would have this term right here. Please go here to add your credentials. Mm-hmm. Listen to what I'm telling you. Truckstop.com. We can't click on that one because we got to do what? Go here to add your credentials. That we can't do that one. See the little red thing up there? It won't let us do it because you got to do what? Please go here to add your credentials. C.H. Robinson, you can't do that one because it says please go here to add your credentials. On C4, it tells you that it's included. C4 is included. Include cargo chef.
Okay. Where did I just go?
When you hover over it, it tells you C4 is a digital messaging network that expresses your capacity to move load. Learn more there. And it says you're connected to Cargo Chef C4, which means you use the data. Okay?
But
no, okay. Listen to it. When you purchase the ASEAN TMS, this is already supposedly included. That's why it allows us to go and check it. If it was not, we have to go there to put in our credentials. We have to do with these three.
There's another way. Okay,
Okay, so this is obviously a breakdown on their part. Either they have it worded wrong and they have the wrong information, but if that was the case, they would not allow us to click this and include this in our search. Okay, we have the same thing here where it says go here to add your credentials. That's not the case down here. You don't have that option. And on top of that, and furthermore, it lets us click it where we can't click the others. All right. Let's move on. On the ASEAN TMS, but you may want to try some other TMS system,
Calvin,
because it best suited what we needed to do. Yep.
Calvin. Real quick, go back to that little board. Real quick, I got something to show you.
No, I'm done with the ASEAN. We're done with that. Let's move on. Okay, we'll be here all day, over and over and over again. We're done with that. Let's move on. Let's go.
Okay, I'm just trying to point. I just want to point something out to you. That's all I'm trying to do. That I discovered.
Yeah, just let it go. Okay, we're done with that. All right.
Okay.
We're done with that. We don't want to be here all day talking about a feature that doesn't work. Okay, so let's leave it alone. All right. Okay, now we are to the last hour here. What time is it? I got
to 12.
The time. Let's see where we at. All right, yeah, we're getting out to the last hour. All right, I promise you all that we will have an hour. We will have a whole day of Q&A. So let's go ahead and entertain questions from everybody on some things that you all want to know about, like invoicing or how to do this or how to do that. So let's get to it. And so, oh, by the way, don't forget every Monday night we do have live dispatch training. Every Tuesday night is live broker training, and then every Wednesday night is live Q&A, 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. All right. So, questions, answers. What y'all want to know? Nobody has questions for today? Y'all done asked all your questions? All right.
I got a question. If you run across an owner-operator that's leased on with a company, is it okay to work with them to dispatch them, or do you got to call the company to get approval, or how do you do that?
Yeah. Hey, hold on to that for a second.
Call for extension 1 to accept.
This is Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You're right in the middle of our Saturday Booking Freight from Home show. What can we do for you? Just let you know you're on live. Yes, this is Calvin with RBBS Logistics Learning Center. I'm just informing you that you are calling right in the middle of our live broadcast. I'm just letting you know you're live on our broadcast, which is broadcast to YouTube, Facebook, several media sites. So just let you know you're on live.
I should have waited to call you when I got home. I just joined. Can you just briefly describe the next steps and how long it actually takes?
Yeah, you should have received a new confirmation email. So check email for the confirmation.
I got that.
In about an hour to 2 hours, the automated system will send you a new members welcome packet. That packet will include your link to your orientation video on YouTube. You'll also have 2 sets of instructions, so be sure you follow and read the entire packet, because it's going to tell you about when you finish watching the video. Underneath that video, you're going to see a drop-down tab or show more button. Click that. It's going to reveal 2 sets of instructions. Your first set of instructions is going to give you a link to your back office site. It's going to tell you how to create your username and password and where to submit it to gain approval to access your back office tools and resources. The second set is going to send you a link to our private Facebook page. It's going to give you instructions on how to submit your request to join our private chat groups. Your second email is going to give you your links and your scheduled training times. And it's going to include the link that tells you where to go to log in to those live trainings. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. It is dispatch training. It's called How to Dispatch Training. Every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. How to Broker Training. Every Wednesday night from 8:45 to 8 p.m. From 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. it is Q&A. And of course on Saturday from 10:15 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. the Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show.
Also, real quick, the payment, because I just called you not too long ago. There's how-to videos on the Squared Up, I think it's called.
Yeah, we do our how-to videos are going to be on everything that we need to do. Right now, we're going in series. I think we're on number 5 when it comes to dispatch. We do have videos in the back office site and on YouTube on how to use Square. So we're going to do in the how-to series on how to sign up with Square and go through it step by step. Yeah, let's just do one thing at a time. Okay, let's get you into the back office, into the chat group. Once you do that, then we can send you the links back and forth of stuff you need to do. You understand? Okay, let's just follow things on one thing at a time. Don't get eager. I know you're ready to go, but let's just follow the steps. Okay, so give it about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, and you should be receiving your packet. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you in training.
Yes, sir.
All right. I get about 50 calls like that every day, y'all. It's been crazy here lately. Okay. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
My question was, if we find like a owner operator that's leased onto a company, how is that? And they're willing to work with us, but how do we go about it?
All right. As I've said before, we can only contract with the owner of the truck unless you are pitching the owner of the company. Now, if you are finding someone who is leased on to a company like a Western Express or a Warner or a JB Hutt, and they're leased on to them, you can still enact a dispatch agreement, but only with that truck owner. You can't do it with the company. Now, how that works is this. They will, because they are allowed to find their own loads. Okay, this is why this works the way. They are allowed to find their own loads, rather than leasing, or they're just signing the truck onto someone else's authority. All right. So you are in contract with the person who owns that truck. Therefore, your 10% is going to come off of their cut. It's not going to be off the entire load fee. If the load fee is $3,000 and the company says that owner operator gets 90% of the load fee, you're only going to be able to get your 10% off of what? 3,000 minus what? 300. If their cut is 10%, that means that they're getting 300, which means that the owner operator is getting what? 2,700, right?
Right.
So if your 10% comes off of the 27, which means your fee would be what? $270.
Right.
Not $300. So you're not in a contract with the company. You're in a contract with the owner operator.
Okay.
Now, if you want to contact the company and try and get a contract with them, by all means, knock yourself out. Like I say, we had a young lady who, about a year ago, who was with us, and her first week out, she didn't know no better, so she just called up the company and said, hey, I'm with you. She went that right. She just pitched the script just the way it was, How y'all doing? My name is such and such, and my company is this, and we're a member of the National Dispatchers Network. A network at that time was about 2,700 members strong. It was more than 2,750 dispatchers and brokers strong, all working together to find carriers like your company. How do I? What do you need to move your truck? She signed.
I went around
180 some more trucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. This is Calvin with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. You are calling in the middle of our live broadcast. Just that it is broadcast on our Butler Home Show. Hello? Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, you all. But yeah, she, like I said, she didn't know no better. She just trying to sign up, carry 180 some trucks. So, it happens. Okay. Sometimes it's good to not know anything. Because you don't know any better, so you're gonna just try it, right? So that's what she did. Right. But that's how that works, y'all. Okay. But that's how that works. So we got some messages from people here. What you got here? Hey there, Mr. Butler. I just wanted to drop by and say thank you for posting that awesome training video on YouTube. That's great. This guy right here is from, I can't think what country he's from, but he owns Best Freight Professionals. Okay. And despite what y'all think, we get a lot of praise from different people around the world. I mean, we really do, as you all can see. I could go to my YouTube channel and just go down the list of comments and stuff, and it's just one praise after the next. People really appreciate what we put out, because unlike everyone else out there, we give away more free videos than anybody. We literally do. All these sessions, you can find them on YouTube, and people really do appreciate it. We have relationships with huge logistic firms. I'm talking about ones that are international, that you all have no idea the relationships that we are forging. And this is all going to come into play here in the near future, because we are creating some things that are going to connect you all with all of them. Now, when that happens, I need you all to be in the mindset and be ready, because things are going to move very, very, very rapidly, and it's going to move in a grand scale when that does happen. This is all part of a complicated plan, but we do have a plan, and we're putting each piece in place. And once we have them all in places, you all are going to realize that we are connected, worldwide. We are literally connected worldwide. When I say we have 4,000 plus members worldwide, that's exactly what I mean. So people think I'm blowing smoke, but I'm really not. So hey, it's coming. That's all I can tell you. No, it's coming. A lot of you are experiencing, great success right now, but I'm telling you, that is nothing compared to what's going to happen once we go global and we get into the freight forwarding market, because that's what we're building our way up to. Okay, and that's when I tell you, that's a whole new market. I'm reaching out to different investors so that we can have enough liquid assets to be able to jump into that market and be able to do it effectively. So be ready, because it is coming. All right. But I'm gonna have to send him a thank you. But if you're watching, Mr. Brada, Mr. Brandon, you're welcome. Appreciate you. You have a great business. Yourself. Keep doing what you're doing, and we look forward to working with you closely in the future. All right. What else we got going on? Okay. I wanted to go through some of the questions, some of the stuff that was being brought up within our chat groups. Hold on here. All right.
All right. I got one more question, and I'm done.
Okay, Ron, what's up?
Okay, what do you look for when you're bringing on a dispatcher? What should we look for? How do we make sure that they're going to be good for our company? How do we do the process? Hiring process.
There's no way to determine who's going to be good at what, really. Everyone has the ability to bring something onto the table. Now, when I look for a good dispatcher, depends on what you're trying to do. I give everybody a shot. I give everybody, okay? But in doing so, I recognize that certain people have built-in qualities and built-in skills that are going to make them, going to give them a greater chance of success than others. If a person has good communication skills, that's great. If a person has a type of voice that is demanding and a kind of a take charge voice, which means when they speak, people have just a tendency just to want to listen. It's one of those voices that tend to control a conversation. Okay? Not a forceful, like, hey, this is me. No, not that. But I mean their tone. If they have that type of voice, then I know immediately that person is going to sign up a lot of carriers. Why? Because they have the type of voice that people just want to just listen to. It sounds like they're talking about stuff that's interesting. Okay. If a person has a soothing voice, a voice that's soothing, and that to me is going to tell me that they're going to connect with a lot of owner operators. They're going to form great relationships with the owner operators, because owner operators will sit and they will listen to them, and you all can have conversations. So if you're not a great conversationalist, then chances are you're going to have a difficult time gaining carriers. Now, with that being said, even though you may not possess that skill, you may possess some other skill. Like you may be great at finding loads. You may be great at research. You may be great at, putting together, campaign packages, branding material, things that is going to attract attention to your company. You may have 1 million followers on Instagram, stuff like that. These are things that you don't know when you're talking to a person or when you're interviewing a person, that you have to dig to find these things out. So that's why I say I give everybody a shot. Why? Because you never know what a person might develop, and I don't know if that makes sense to you. And that's one of the reasons why we've been so successful, because we wanted to create a platform that gave everybody a chance. We didn't want a platform that only gave us specific, type of people a chance, or people that had a specific type of skill. That's not what we did. We wanted to create a platform that gave everybody a chance. That's how we've grown to more than 4,000 members. Okay, so when you're looking for someone, if you're trying to build a good team, specifically in your case, I would look for people that have great communication skills. I mean, I really would. People that have great communication skills, people who tend to easily connect with people, people who have a high tolerance for vulgarity, because you're dealing in the trucking industry and you're going to get a lot of that. So you have to make sure that people have a tough skin, and people who have a I don't quit type of attitude.
Ron, you could get with me. Call me later. We'll talk.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you, but these are things you got to have to make it in this industry. But does that mean that a person that doesn't have that can't make it? No, it doesn't. It just means that they've got to learn how to incorporate those skills, and they've got to learn how to delegate some of those other qualities and skills to other people that may have them, even though they may not have them. Okay? All right. I hope that got you right. All right. Does anybody else have a question real quick before we got some stuff on chat here? Okay, there we go. Natasha said message her. All right, cool. All right. All right. As y'all can see here, our chat group, it has a lot going on. Look, I say this all the time. This chat group, our private chat groups are just remarkable, because you have people in here that are sharing things and helping each other out. By the way, this is the new straight dispatch load board that we are working on. Let me see if I can pull it up here. We are working on our own version of a load board. Mr. Khalid Hodge is taking the lead on this. I am just working with him in a support mode, but we are partnering up on this load board. He is doing most of the construction. My job is to get the shippers and brokers to sign on so that they can start posting loads on it. Once he completes his phase of getting the load board to where we can do mass loads, where they can load up, mass loads, we will be able to go on here and then create to add loads and things of that nature. And once we do that, we'll be able to go in and do a search for all the loads and everything. Right now, you really can't search in the loads because we don't have I don't think we have anything on there right now. But he is working on the functionality, and then I will be working on bring people in that can add content. What you all can do right now is go and sign up on the load board. It's free. Go sign up for it now. It is free. It will remain free until we get everything up and going. And then even after that, I think it's going to be a 90-day free trial period. And after that, I think we have talked about $29.99 per month on what it's going to cost to access this load board. Now, one of the things that we are featuring on this load board is that every load will be priced. There will not be loads on the load board that does not have a price, okay? So, we're definitely gonna have where every load will be priced. There won't be loads that's not priced. Shippers and brokers will be able to post loads for free, okay? As long as they have a price. If they post one load that does not have a price, they're going to be charged a monthly subscription fee, okay? And even at that, the loads that are not priced will not appear in the main load board search. There will be a separate category that you have to click on, pull a drop down and click where it says unpriced loads or blind loads. Then you can deal with those loads. You have to call up the broker and find out what the price is and things of that nature. I do believe this load board is going to feature standard the straight dispatch.
You answered my question. That was what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I think it's going to feature the standard straight dispatch load search, where it helps you find the loads and all that. That's all going to be included. And then we are going to be working on adding what we talked about, what I am working on with Mr. Khalid Hodge as part of my team. And we're looking for other team members. Preferably, I'm looking for someone that has a Series 7 background, some type of insurance background. We're working on a way to balance out low-paying freight, to balance it out, where all freight would be at a minimum of $2.50 per mile. And once we get that, that's going to change the industry forever. So, but I do realize we are doing some big game hunting, but I like big game hunting. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're trying to tackle some big problems within the industry and see if we can make some monumental strides within the industry. Okay, so but everybody go and sign up for this load board. I'm gonna give you the link to this. And if you all need it, if you all can freeze the video, and you can see the website address there, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to submit this to everyone on the chat right now. So go and sign up for this. It is available for you to sign up now. We need to get as many people signed up for it as possible. And then when we get ready to start pitching it to the brokers and the shippers, look, we want to have it to where we got at least a couple of thousand members on there already. I would like to have all 4,000 plus of our members already on the load board and signed up, waiting for the shippers and the brokers to start posting loads. But in order to make that happen, we need to have a good number of people already signed up, ready to view loads, so that we can present something to the brokers and the shippers that would give them a reason to go and post those loads and post price loads. So that's our goal. That's going to fall on me to make that part happen. And trust me, we will make it happen. We will make it happen. I'm just waiting to get the word from Khalid that he has solved the issue with loading up loads in bulk, because we don't want shippers and brokers going in having to load up loads one at a time. So we want them to be able to go in and just be able to import their entire, 5,000 load list, 10,000 load list, whatever it is, just import it right over. As long as they have prices on them, they're good to go. It's free. Okay. So hopefully you all will enjoy that, and that's what we have coming. So it is going to be nice. All right. Questions before we wrap up. Any questions before we wrap up?
I have a quick question, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
Question for you. On booking cars, searching for cars, what area should we stay out of You said.
Okay. You're talking about on U-ship, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. Let's go to U-ship real quick. I gotta redo all of my signing because I realized I cleared my history. That's what's that. Because I'm wondering, like, why am my stuff not signing in automatically? And I realized I cleared my history. And so I gotta redo all my sign-ins. I'm gonna have to go ahead and find all my passwords and re-sign in again. Here's what you're gonna do. Find shipments. Okay. All right. If you're on U-ship, you want to stick with light cars and trucks for one thing. Okay. Stay out of the upper north area as far as picking up vehicles from there. And here's the reason why. Because remember, because what you're doing is you're using U-ship and central dispatch in conjunction with each other. And if you notice when you go to central dispatch, interview who has a central dispatch account, you notice when you go to central dispatch, the carriers that are picking up from up north, if you look at their rates, their rates are generally way, way, way higher than they are from those who are picking up down south. If they're picking up north, they're used to rates of, it's not uncommon to see a truck pick up one car for $800, $900, $1,000, even $1,200, right? But in the South, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, on the southern areas, even Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Mississippi, all those areas down south, their rates are generally, when they pick up carloads, are generally $150 a car, $175 a car, $200, maybe $300. Every now and then you'll see a $400 or $500. So, if that's being said, you're going to be looking for pickups in categories that are vehicles and boats. Let's see here. Click on vehicles and boats, and you're going to go to light cars and trucks. Okay? Light cars and trucks, and you're going to stick with the southern states. I would say your pickup states. You're going to stick with the southern states. Florida, Georgia, areas like that. You put in Florida. Put in Florida. You're going to stick with Florida, Georgia, Alabama, those areas. Why? Because when you find one on here that's got a bid that's more than, that's at least $1,800, you're going to cut that bid in half. Right? And you're gonna cut that in half to $900, and you're gonna make that bid. Like that right there. You're gonna make that bid, you're gonna cut it in half. That's a 1981 other, that's kind of a heavy thing, but you can probably still, depends on what it is. If it should be a car or truck. Pick up residence, home business, shipping customer, $1,800. That's the last quote. So you're gonna cut that in half at $900. Then you're gonna go to central dispatch, and once you win the bid, then you're gonna post that onto central dispatch at what? You see what I'm saying? If you bid at $900, you're gonna go to central dispatch. You want to make yourself at least a couple $100, right?
Right.
So you're gonna post it for about $700, right?
Right.
Now, if you was up north and you saw that you had $900 bid, you posted up there, trucks just gonna look at it, man, that ain't enough money for me, right? Because they used to running. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see a greater chance of having your cargo picked up by staying in the southern pickup areas versus the pickup areas in the north. Make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because that's what you want to do. You want to post, because you want to bid on as much as you can, and then post 15, 20 bids on Central Dispatch. I'm sorry, paste, bid on 20 to 30 bids on new ship. You're probably going to win about 60% of them, maybe 70% of them. So it means you're going to have about 15 to 20 bids to 20 posts for pickups, and that you're going to post onto Central Dispatch. And you want to, if you post 15 on Central Dispatch, you want to get 10 to 11 of them picked up, if not all of them, right?
Correct.
Because if you get 10, 11 of them picked up, then the other 4 or 5, you can afford to pay that what?
The fee from.
Yeah, you can pay that 15% fee to U-Ship for the unsatisfied bids. Okay, so and you still make a pretty good sum of money. Still come out to be about $1,000 a day. Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right, cool. All right. Hope y'all are learning some things today. We've covered a lot of great stuff today.
Hey, Kevin, I have a question. Do you have a video of a complete video of this auto hauling?
Yes, we do. We have it's in your bank office site. We got about 5 of them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But everything you all need is going to be in your back office site. It's going to be in the video library. Over here to the more area, go to the video library. Then when you get to the video library, you're simply going to go to the in looking for stuff like this. You're going to go to the operational training videos. Okay.
Okay.
Check out there real quick. You're gonna go to the operational training videos. We have the how. And I know I've been slow on loading up the how-to series, but you all can go to YouTube and find them. But I am going to load them up this weekend. I promise you that. I'm gonna load up. I've got about 4 on the how-to dispatch that I got to load up. So that will give us about 5 in the how-to dispatch series, and I've got 2 or 3 in the how-to broker series that I got to load up, and that will give us about 3 or 4 in the how-to broker series thus far. And then we'll continue adding them each week. I've been so busy with this move, and business has increased our signups. Our signups jumped almost 37% in the last 2 months. And I gotta believe it's due to a lot of the negative posts out there. Believe it or not, I can't assert it to anything else, because we're still doing the same thing we've always done, but we've been getting a lot of negative reviews and posts from our competitors. And when I question some of the new people who sign up, they're telling me, well, I heard this, freight broker trainer, talking all this stuff about you and said you was this and this, that, and he didn't know what you're talking about. I just wanted to see what all the hate was about. I clicked onto your YouTube channel, and I started watching your videos, and I realized, man, this is where I really want to be. so that's all I can assert it to. I don't know anything else that I can assert it to. Now, if y'all think I'm kidding, yeah, let's go to my Square account, because just today alone, I think we got about 3 or 4 signups while we've just been sitting here talking. Because I've got to go and make sure that they all got processed and things. But I've been getting clicks and notices on the side. And just to show you what I'm talking about, business has really, really, really increased. And I think I got to give credit to the haters. So, we had 1 sign up today so far. Well, I take that back. We've had 3 transactions. Some of them are already processed and sent over to our bank account. So, I mean, it is what it is. So that's all I can tell you. But, we appreciate it. I mean, we really do. But business has really, really picked up. Just go to my reports, And let's just look at this month in the business. Well, no, this month is new. Okay, so let's look at last month. This month just started, right? Let's look at last month. This month just started. Yeah, I mean, we had a ton of sign-ups just last month, as you all can see. I mean, it has really spiked. We've had a 37% increase in signups in the last 3 months, and it's just crazy. But the only thing I can contribute it to is negative, stuff that people have been posting about us, and when I question people, and they tell me, hey, we heard this, and we just want to see.
Hey, Kevin, right quick. Now that you're still here in there, can you share how you can build an invoice with Square?
Ooh, that is going to take some time. How much time we got? We don't have enough time for that. However, hold on. I'm not going to leave you high and dry. No, we don't have enough. We've got about 20 minutes, and invoice will take at least an hour. But go and watch this video. It tells you exactly how to do it. Matter of fact, we just had I got to find it on YouTube. We just had one of our how-to series, but we haven't done a how-to series on invoicing yet. We're coming up on that. As a matter of fact, where we at right now in the how-to dispatch series? Does anybody know? Hold on, I'll go try.
That's what you're going to do. That was the next session. Was going to be about this invoicing.
Exactly.
Coming up.
So on Monday, tomorrow night, it's going to be. So tune in tomorrow night. But tomorrow night?
On Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday.
I'm sorry. I forget what day it is. On Monday night, tune in to the 8 to 8:45. Will probably be the 9:30 or something like that. But tune in on Monday to the training, and it's going to be how to dispatch. It's going to be on the how to dispatch series, and it's going to be on invoice. Okay?
Okay.
Well, that's where we're at now. But in the meantime, you can go to our operational training videos. We see right here in the operational training category, and just scroll over, and you'll see where we do the how to. You'll see where we have several videos on invoicing. Give me a second here. I have several on invoicing. There's one right there. Online invoicing for your business. Okay. On this episode, my apologies for the sound quality. Talk about that. And then over here, we have another one on invoicing. How to automate your business. You might want to look at that one too. How to get paid. Okay. Carrier invoicing. Watch that one. That's episode 9. And there's another one. There's a bunch of auto hauling stuff too there for y'all, in case y'all are paying attention. So all practical. 6:30 from home. Now, if y'all want some sales training on how to become a better salesperson, go and watch this right here. This one right here, that where you see the guy says, sell me this pen. Okay, watch that. Okay. And then you've got the other invoicing videos, And you'll see them, they'll say invoicing in the title or in the description of the video. And a lot of times if you just look at the if you look at the picture, it will tell you what it's all about too. Okay, but yeah, we've got a few invoicing videos in here already, and some of them are almost 2 hours long, 2 to 3 hours long. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, this Monday night is going to be how to dispatch series, and it's going to be on invoicing. That'll be number 6. Cause we left off with number 5, so it'll be number 6 in the series. And I promise I'll get those loaded up this weekend. I've got to load up those other load boards too in the back office site as well. So, oh yeah, the site that we use to search for all the other load boards is back up and running. I don't know what they said that they was experiencing something with their servers. That's why they couldn't get the servers back up, but they finally got their servers back up and running. So those are back, in case you all were, some of y'all were asking about that. But there you go. So in your back office site, you're gonna have your how to dispatch series, then you have another one like this that I would say how to broker series. Then you got your weekly training and curriculum. Those are your Q&A videos. Wednesday night. Then you got your operational training. These are your Saturday videos. Then down here you got your personal attention services. These are all the private consultation ones that the person who was in the private consultation gave us permission to record and share. So you have those right there. You all really want to go and check these out, because these are not like ones where we got all of us in a group area. This is just one-on-one, person-to-person training. So you all really want to check those out. Those are pretty good. And you can really get a lot out of it, because you can feel the one-on-one type of scenario and how we specifically deal with someone, and we have an hour or sometimes 2 hours or half hour, what the case may be, and we're going over specific things that they want to know how to do, and we go and showing them exactly how to do them step by step. Literally just take them by the hand and walk them through it. Sometimes it's not even anything that we have within our platform. They ask, how do I start my own trucking company? Stuff like that. How do I find short run loads? Anything like that people want to call up and do consultations on. And some of these are consultations for non-members. People who we have a bunch of people who just book us for our expertise. They just want to know things. They don't want to become a member, but they're willing to pay that $100 an hour to get our expertise on certain things within the industry. So take a look at some of those. They're pretty interesting. Okay. How we on time? All right, everybody. We get ready to shut this down. Did anybody have a question real quick before we shut this down? I got to go feed my blood sugar, and I know my wife wants to do some things, so I gotta go, do my husband duties and go, take her out and go spend some time together. We probably go ride our bikes or something like that today. I don't know. It's kind of dreary outside. I'm not riding bikes today, but we're gonna come up with something. We just go to the flea market or something. We'll figure something out. So, any other questions?
Nope.
All righty. All right. As always, you all have been great. I love you all when y'all ask the questions. You all pose great questions. Like everyone says, there is no dumb question. There's no stupid question. Every question is pertinent, and I appreciate you all so very much. I appreciate your input. I appreciate you being part of the platform. I appreciate the things that you all do in the chat group to help each other. It's been phenomenal. Again, I want to thank all of our supporters. all of our all of our other supporters who don't know they're really supporting us, but you really are. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's bringing attention to us, and that attention is giving people the opportunity to take a look at us, and then when they actually see what we do and how we do it, you know, they realize that this is where they should be. So I thank you all, you know, all of it. I really do. You know, we've got a lot of great things that's coming in the future. You know, that I think that it's going to do a lot of good for the industry. It's going to do a hell of a lot of good for our members. So y'all just stay tight. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep building up your networks. Natasha, Romeo, Ron, Damien, all of you all are doing great work. You know, you're building your book of business. You bring those carriers in. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the hardest part. The hardest part is getting people signed up. Now, once that's done, the loads are out there. Okay, the loads are out there. You just got to know how to match the right loads with the right carrier. And your profile sheet kind of does 90% of that work in setting it up for you. And then, you know, just learning the little things like learning how to, you know, show your carriers how to do short loads instead of long loads, and how those short loads, and then how to contact those brokers and turn those short run loads into dedicated lanes. You know, a lot of people talk about dedicated lanes, but very few people know how to set up their own dedicated lanes. You know, dedicated lanes, they're created. They're not given to you. You have to create them, okay? You create these dedicated lanes, and you call the brokers up, and you make these arrangements. All of a sudden, you got a dedicated lane. You know, you run the same way back and forth every week, or the same circle every week. And that equals up to a lot of money, whether you're a team or whether you're single. Remember, we just showed you all how a team driver running short runs, running 4, 5, 6 short runs in a 2-shift driving shift, right, can bring in $17,000, $18,000 a week. Come on, man. You know, what team truck wouldn't want to for each driver to take home $8,000? That's after paying your fuel. Okay? After your fuel expense. Now I don't know what your truck expense is, but either way, if your truck payment is what, $900 a month, you're still bringing home still bring home almost $7,000 each. You know, $7,000 per week each. Come on. I mean, you can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. All right? So forget what you heard. You know, what we give you is real numbers. So, and that's how we do it, and that's how we're going to continue to do it. For those of you who are not part of our platform, if you want to join the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and gain some of this knowledge and be a part of this network, and gain some of the camaraderie and the support that this type of thing brings to you, you can go to mydispatcher.org. That is singular, not plural. There it is right there, mydispatcher.org. That is the National Dispatchers Network. Once there, you scroll down and you will see this video. Underneath that video, you see where it says to enroll. Click here. You click the enrollment link. That will take you right over to our automated enrollment, and you can choose one of our packages. It's going to pull up the individual platform platform enrollment, which is $349.95 plus tax, and $39.95 per monthly subscription to access your back office tools and resources. If you are a corporate or you are a veteran and you want to look at the other packages, simply click that little X there, and it will show you all of our other packages. So we do train veterans. Veterans get $100 off the enrollment, and they get $10 off the monthly subscription. And we also have corporate enrollment plans. Corporate enrollment for 10 agents, which is 1.0. Corporate enrollment 2.0 for up to 20 agents. And we also have an unlimited plan, which is not listed here. You want to know about the unlimited plan? Give us a call, 866-973-6445, extension 1 or 2. And we also have the franchisee packages for those of you who are interested in starting your own version of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and following clientele and members into our platform, we will be more than happy to split our commission fees and our sign-up fees. We'll split right down the middle with you. You get 50% of all of the enrollment fees, and you get 50% of the monthly reoccurring monthly subscriptions. And the cost to start your own franchise is $4,999.95. That is a one-time fee. After that, you don't pay us anything. We just split the fees with you when you bring people in. And you get 75% of your consultation fees if you decide to be one of our consultants. Thank you all again. Y'all have a great, great, great weekend. Hope y'all have a prosperous week coming up next week. And that's it. Bye, everybody. In this meeting, let's go.